Hi everyone, Elvira here. I'm back and this is what it looks like. I got it out of the oven. I'm going to leave it cool and I'll cut it into pieces. I'm going to taste a little bit of it because I want to taste it. With my weight journey, people have asked me, when I first started, basically, I really wasn't sure what was going to be or what wasn't, you know. I just put myself number one. People have asked me a lot of questions why I stayed single for 6 years. Because the first 6 months I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or not. And I had just gotten out of a long relationship with somebody for 10 years and it didn't end well, and I always loved him. Just like he's always loved me. And I had to really focus on myself because my health wasn't in the greatest position at the time, and I realized either I put myself number one or I'm not going to make it. Okay? And that's exactly what happened. So I decided that, you know what? I really want to live. That's why I did what I did. Okay? Let's see how, ooh, this looks good. I'm going to taste it. That is so good. I put a little bit more Parmesan cheese on it. You'll be good to go. Now, where's my cover? So it makes 12 pieces. And calories is 259.75. Carbs is 40.57. Fat is 5.30. And protein is 12.01. And I realized either I had to do it this way and make myself healthy or I die. And the biggest thing with me was my heart. People didn't realize that. I never told anybody. But my heart wasn't the greatest. And when I flipped them tires like the other day, I don't get as like I used to, you know. My body is conditioned now. And, you know, I'm tiny. And people laugh when they see me at the gym because they're like, man, you're so tiny, but I can move some shit. And my trainers is where I'm at today. Just like I got yelled at the other day. I get lazy with that clean. And then I get in the 185 for that, I'll be like, okay, form. And I step in the trap bar and I'll go, okay, form. And I'll go, God and angels, come on, we got to do this. You know, I'm getting tired by the third round. With the 185, you know, my trainers are telling me, like when I did that one, they called me Hercules the other day, and I told my one friend I was working out and F off. Because I was getting tired, and I pull heavy all week. You know, I very rarely, a warm-up for me is 135, 155, you know. That's just how it is. And I've worked really hard for this. So I didn't want any drama in my life. And I didn't want to put anybody through anything because I wasn't sure what my outcome was going to be. And where I'm at today, I'm in a good place in my life, okay? Everything, but you have to really focus, because for me to beat what I did, a lot has to do is because I'm still young enough to do it. Also, the kind of conditioning that I get from my trainers. You know, I'm always working out, just like Monday. You know, I do cut back now on the bands because I got yelled at because I like to lean over the stair stepper. So it's like, if you can't go fast, that's fine. So I cut back and I'm like 100 steps short every day when I use the bands, but he don't care because I'm standing upright. And there's a reason to do everything and a form to do everything. So, and yeah, I'm comfortable in my body and I don't take crap from nobody. Elvira knows. You want to mess with Elvira, I'm the wrong person to mess with, because by the time I get done, you will regret that one. And after everything people have done to me over the years and stuff, no. This is the new Elvira. The new Elvira state. She's confident. She's happy with her body. And you know what? There's no more crapping on Elvira, because Elvira's coming out now and the claws come out. And I guarantee you, I won't tolerate and stuff. You know, I've worked hard to get where I'm at. And I did this because if I can do it, you can do it. But you really got to put your mind to it, you know. And you really got to want it. And yeah, it costs a lot of money for trainers, but it depends on if you think you're worth it and if you can afford it. I have a good job. Besides my company, I still work with government, so, and stuff, you know. So it's like, okay, I can do that. And nobody ever thought that I'd ever get the weight off. Did I think it? I wasn't sure. Where I'm at today, though, I'm happy because now I get to go play cards tonight. They already said they'll put my truck in the garage so I don't have to worry about it, because I don't want people to know where I'm at. Because I'm going to be down the road and I don't need the headaches. I do want to play cards, though. I haven't seen people in 6 years. And I want to play euchre because I like to play euchre. And I'm a good euchre player. And stuff. And I think somebody I used to play with online always got mad because he said I was supposed to count on my partner for going, his hands always were crap. And I just like my one partner, he knows when he and I play, we don't call unless you got 3 tricks in your hand, because you're supposed to count on your partner, but half the time partner doesn't have it, so you make sure you can call. I'll just play myself. And a bunch of us friends are getting together, you know, and it's like I haven't seen anybody for over 6 years. But that's because I concentrated on myself. You know, I needed to do that because getting a clean bill of health here about 2 weeks ago was good for me. I mean, yeah, I'm still going through the treatments that I have, and it actually is doing okay, but it still has a little bit of issues. Excuse me, but eventually it'll all go away and stuff. So I'm happy with that. I think people really, I think for me, if I would have been with somebody, I don't think it would have worked, because I just really needed to concentrate on myself. And that's what I've done for the last 6 years, okay? People don't even recognize me. And I'll put an information video up later because I'm going over to my friends and I got to dress up, you know, because I had to stop and get something. I have this for dinner all week, but I want to get a salad. And a friend of mine making a new salad for his menu, and he asked me if I'd try it, and I said yeah. So, and stuff, and people have the highest respect for me, okay? And I think that's great, and the jealousy you get from people, it's going to be like that forever, because I don't think people really realize just how pretty I was when I was smaller, because they never see me small, you know, they see me fat. And I'm happy with myself, you know, I'm happy with what I've done. It's a hard transformation, but it's a lifelong journey, and that's one reason people have asked me, you know, people will say dating and stuff. Whoever dates me is going to have to realize my life is my workout. You know, I still have a job that I'm doing on a case, and this case has gotten worse and worse, but it'll get done. And for me, my workouts are my important, and now you have to eat a certain way, and I don't want people making fun of me. And I know how people called me names, called me the B word, or whatever. You know, I'm not going to take that from nobody. You know, I'm a lady, and I'm going to be treated like a lady, and I'm going to be treated with respect. Because here's this gorgeous woman, and I deserve to be treated like $1 million or $100. See, people think money is everything. Money doesn't buy you love, happiness, and your health. Believe me, I know, okay? I have decent money, but you want to know something? It didn't buy me my health. I had to figure out if I was going to live or not, and then figure out how to do it, okay? Only the man upstairs decided it wasn't my time to go home. It wasn't my time to wreak havoc in heaven. You know, but that's the truth, okay? We never are guaranteed anything in life. We make life what we do. We make life what we think we should do, okay? That's why I incorporate my workouts. When I first started, the first 2 years, I worked out 6 days a week. Then, in 19, when we transferred over to self-made training facility, I wanted to work out with both trainers. We didn't have any boot camps. So, he's like, I started in the afternoon. And it was like, okay, I'll start in the afternoon with Andrew, and I did. So I'd come back, and then I'd go back out. Well, then he had to change me because he's a strength and conditioning coach at Ohio Dominican. He's not now. He's for another school. So he's like, I got to change you to 8 in the morning. Well, I work out with Dan every week, Monday through Thursday, 10 to 11. Well, then he changed me because he's got custody of his daughters now. So in the wintertime, it's 11 to 12. So I have that break in there now, like I explained. I think when people see me today and I show them, they like, we can't believe that's you. Oh yeah, it's me. And see, people don't realize, look how long my hair is. See, my hair is very long. Like right down to there. Eventually I'll be able to sit on it. And I did what I did for me. And with the 6 times that I work out in 4 days, it works. Now, yesterday, I was sore. But I pulled heavy all week. And that's the thing. We were maxing out. I maxed out all week. When I max out, yeah, and then it's cold. And like I said, I was born with arthritis. So when it gets really cold, my feet hurt. And I have arthritis. So I think the reason that my health is so good is because of the way I work out. My trainers push me. And just like yesterday, Thursday, I got yelled at because I was a little lazy on the clean. And I do get lazy. My arms get tired. And I told him that. He's like, well, don't get lazy. And then he yells at me at the end of the thing, when people said I wanted to go outside. Yeah. I knew when he found out I was wet, though. I couldn't get all that water. Now we got water. I found out today, too, we got water in the tires, so I won't get to go out next week because it's only going to be 34, which means I got med ball Thursday, which I hate. And I over-dramatize. And I will. And my trainer just walks away. He'll just walk away. And he says, you know what? I ain't dealing with you. And then sometimes he says, I'll just throw a boot at you. And stuff. And then, but yeah, and I think it's fun to do what I do. And I love my workouts. I mean, there's no way. I would not be this gorgeous if I didn't have my workouts. There's no way. And stuff. But I'm happy. I mean, to do what I did was probably one of the hardest things, okay? And plus to play the trump card. Because I stayed. And the only reason I never left is I got sick. And I didn't, I got sick and there was no way for me to travel. I was very, very ill. And that particular year in 2017, I seen so many people dying around me. Unexpectedly, So I really made me think, what I want to do. And I had my 2 cats, and my cats kept me going. That was the only thing. And then I ended up with 3. So I had to fight for them. I really had to. And then I wanted to fight for myself. And I thought, if I get the weight off, maybe I could find somebody decent to date. Somebody that would respect me, not call me a bitch, treat me like shit, use me for money, actually love me because I'm this gorgeous, beautiful woman. And I always thought that the reason I got treated the way I did was because I was heavy. Even though I was pretty, I was fat. And I think they were embarrassed, or they figured, oh, I can use her, Well, that ain't going to happen no more, honey. Because whoever dates me, your ass is going to treat me like a woman. And your ass is going to take me out, you're going to give me flowers, you're going to treat me like, whatever. You're not going to treat me like no bitch, piece of crap, I keep my house clean, I don't expect you to clean my house, and I don't expect you to do my laundry, because men can't do laundry, they can't. There's no way. And I'm an anal when it comes to my cleaning my house. But that's just me. I've become very confident of who I am. And I guarantee you, I ain't afraid to back down on nobody. I'll stand right up to you. Ask anybody in my job, they know that. They know that. And just like trumping somebody. Oh yeah, I trumped his ass because he never thought I stayed. But I did. I had no choice. And I knew how to play the game, because when you play cat and mouse, you always stay under the radar. And I always knew how much of a Snoopy ass he was in Snoopy pants. So I knew, and the only way I was able to outsmart him was because I know how he thinks, I know how he acts. I know him like the back of my hand. I know his sexual desires, I know everything. That was the only way I could do it. Because if I didn't, I knew he'd find me, and I couldn't have that because I was just too ill. I was way too ill, and I had to really think about myself, if I was going to live or not. And I really, really had to fight. People don't know. Up until 2020, I struggled. I struggled a lot. This is the first year that I actually feel good. You know, I'm not sick. Yeah, I've had a couple sinus infections, but that's from all the drama. But overall, it's been a really great journey for me. And this journey will be the journey for the rest of my life. I love who I am, and this Elvira's staying, and this Elvira's gorgeous. And she's going to stay gorgeous. You know, whatever time I have left on this earth, this is the body, and this is the Elvira. And the hair, too. No, I don't dye my hair. It's my original color. And no, I'm not 60 in my 60s or 70s, like some bitch says. I'm not. So, and stuff. So, she's just scorned. But I'm gorgeous, and everybody knows it. But you can be too, in your own way. You just have to work out and do what you want to do. And make sure that you're number one. God bless everybody. I'll see you next week with a healthy video for healthy food and stuff. But I'll be on with an information video. Show you one of my new outfits for tonight that I'm going to play cards in. Yeah, I'm winning on euchre. You ain't beating my ass. Happy Saturday night to everybody. See you soon. Bye.